Let's look at one of Paul Hogan's characters. I'm afraid to say it because YouTube may hit me hard, but Leo Wanker.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight live in the studio, professional stuntman Leo Wanker is about to throw down the gauntlet and prove himself to be the greatest escapologist in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Leo Wanker.
What does he look like? Obviously, the name of the character, Leo Wanker, I'm not swearing. I would like to think every English and British person knows what a wanker is. I'd like to think all Aussies know what a wanker is. But actually, it's quite funny because I don't think the Yanks know what a wanker is. They can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they don't know what one is. So obviously this is the joke, isn't it? This is the main part of the joke, his last name. Super strong.
Good evening, Mr. Wanker.
Mate,
How long have you been an escape artist?
all my life, mate. I'd say my dad started training all of us wankers when we were little kids. He taught us to swim with our hands and feet tied.
Gee, that must have been very strenuous.
Only when the anchor got caught on the bottom, Pete. But my dad, Big Jack Wanker, he was a great wag. He was always doing little tricks like that, like the time he locked me in the boot of the car and then sold it for scrap. Yes, many people say that Big Jack was perhaps the greatest wanker of all time. But I think I'll prove tonight, ladies and gentlemen, that I am.
That is the joke. As I thought, first of all, the last name is the joke. I am the biggest wanker. I am the greatest. That is the running joke, isn't it? Whatever he's doing, the escapology bit is definitely just a side distraction.
Yes, well, I'm sure you will. Now, I believe that you've brought along an expert locksmith to check the barrel out just before you climb into your escape-proof barrel.
There's a lot of sceptics out there, Pete, and I brought along an impartial expert. Get Uncle Dave. So there's no trickery here. This is an escape-proof barrel.
G'day, Pete. You
Check the barrel, please, sir.
the barrel. Oh, gee.
That is a
You
can.
won't get out of that. No way.
Well, there you heard it, Pete, an impartial witness. Now, unlike other escape artists, it's been suggested that people perhaps carry mechanical devices. I want you to can you undo that? I can't get it.
He's an escapology. He can't even get out of his dressing gown.
No mechanical devices hidden there?
No, he doesn't seem to be carrying any mechanical devices.
Nothing else at all, no. Right, now I'll get into the barrel. It may be a bit chilly in the barrel, however, Pete, so I'll just slip my overcoat on before I get in.
He's got loads of stuff to escape. He's got some cutters and things.
Now, to make this spectacular stunt even more daring, you'll notice 15 pound of gelignite strapped to the lid here. Once I'm securely locked inside, my assistant will light the fuse. Open it up. If we can get the lid off. Now, that fuse will burn for approximately 5 minutes. If I'm not out at the end of that 5 minutes, well, don't let the kiddies watch, that's all I can say.
Oh. Well, there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Leo Wanker.
I have a feeling he might be
He's
okay.
secured now into the barrel. The locks have been checked, as you saw. The locks are now in position. The keys are going into my pocket. And the fuse is about to be lit, ladies and gentlemen. Just a moment.
If he had things like cutters and stuff, the locks are on the outside. How is he gonna? I reckon right. This is just a guess. I've not seen this. I reckon there is going to be a panic. There is going to be a panic.
Shouldn't we move the barrel back from the audience, for goodness sake?
No.
Gentlemen, we'll be back
got
right
no
after these
fun.
important messages from our sponsor to see the result of this highly dangerous and spectacular stunt. We'll be back with you shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, there can only be seconds remaining. Let's see if Leo Wanker has been successful in snuffing out the fuse. Ladies and gentlemen, he's done it! Fantastic!
Wow.
Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, live before your very eyes here in the studio. Leo Wanker, ladies and gentlemen, just going to prove that Leo is in fact the greatest wanker of all time.
What's going on?
Leo Wanker, ladies and gentlemen.
What is going on? That was the weirdest. That was the weirdest ending. Now there was about 5 or 6 of them. Oh man, it's one of these things. The whole escapology type comedic act. You almost roughly know what's going to happen. I didn't actually expect there not to be a bottom. I don't know why he needed pliers, any cutters and things like that, because he just lift it up. And anyway, you sort of know what's going to happen. But with this, the joke is the last name. I don't know how much he could have done with the joke of his last name, as in different sketches. I'm sure you guys can tell me how many there were, but I'm sure the word wanker can only kind of be funny for a certain amount of time. Like, it's always funny, but to be on TV, surely it can only be funny for a certain amount of time. There are loads of really funny things like this. If you haven't seen, maybe watch someone called Brian Connolly. Brian Connolly, especially in the 90s, was brilliant. And he did this sort of stuff where he was joking that he could... what was it he did? Something like pulling two double-decker buses and things like that, and it all goes wrong. And make sure you give that a look, and maybe I'll do a reaction for that. Leo Wanker. I really hope YouTube doesn't demonetize me for that. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you've got any video suggestions, make sure you tell me. Leave them in the Discord server. There is a suggestions page in there. Make sure I've got plenty of content for the future. I'll catch you next time.